Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed.
My name is Lame.
I'm Fusia.
And I'm Fadak.
We're from dance anatomy class, and we'll be doing an interview with Miss Narseary today about her experience with sickle cell. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us about your experience with sickle cell?
Okay, well, my name is Narseary Harris, and I am the mother of two sons who had sickle cell anemia. And they were diagnosed, both of them, at 6 months old, so they lived all their lives with sickle cell disease and the complications that come with that.
How did you, as a parent, deal with that?
Dealing with it was very, very challenging. The challenges were there multiple doctor's appointments, hospital visits, hospital stays, watching to deal with excruciating pain and not being able as a mom to help them. So that was very, very challenging, and it was very devastating at the same time.
What kind of help did they provide for you as a parent?
So actually at that time, there were no support systems in place as far as exterior support groups. So I dealt with it primarily with family, who really didn't understand what it was either, but they supported me emotionally and spiritually. As a result of that, we formed a group of parents and community that came together, and we formed the Rochester Finger Lakes chapter of Sickle Cell Anemia at that time. That particular support group doesn't exist anymore, but there are support groups that are in our city and surrounding areas that can support families.
And what are the separate help that your sons got, physically, mentally, from the hospital visits? What kind of support was
Unfortunately, there was not a lot of support for them in the hospital as well. Again, when they were being treated, there was not a lot of information about sickle cell disease and treatment for it. So primarily, they were treated for the pain episodes. And as a result of that, even hospital staff thought they were coming there just to receive their narcotics. So it was very challenging for them at times. They preferred to suffer with their pain at home rather than to go there and be labeled as drug seekers. So it was very hard. We did establish a relationship with a pediatrician who is now still very much involved with us in our lives.
What kind of people were your sons like, their personality?
Oh my gosh, they were so much fun. They were so much fun. They didn't allow the challenges of this deadly, sometimes, condition stop them. They were told that they would not live to be 5 years old. My oldest son, he lived to be 26. And my middle son lived to be 33. And his son is Solomon Jr., who graduated from School Without Walls.
You have a lot of pride in that.
Oh my gosh, they were amazing young men. They didn't allow circumstances to dictate their lives. They went to college. My middle son became the first African American master barber in Rochester, New York. My oldest son was he was a music phenomenal. He had perfect pitch. He had his own producing company called Bad Boy Studios. No, not Bad Boys, Church Boy Studios. Now my youngest son, who does not have sickle cell anemia, but he has a trait, he actually is a producer too, and he produced for Bad Boy Studios with P. Diddy Combs. So yeah, but those two, Solomon was a prophetic, he was a writer. He wrote so many good stories and educational things about his challenges. And both those boys, both my older boys, they graduated out of school without SODA, School of the Arts. So yes, they live very happy lives.
Yeah, to the full of what they
Even
had.
though they,
Yeah.
you never heard them complain. Yes, they acknowledged their pain, and it was very challenging for them, but they didn't let it determine for them who they would be.
So what advice would you give as someone who went through this, who was like, experiencing this secondhand from a family member? What advice do you have for other families who might be going through similar stuff?
Seek out support groups. Find people that can encourage you during your difficult moments. Understand that this is a challenge, yes, but that you can make your story what you want it to be. And turn your lemon experience into lemonade experiences.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Is
You
there anything else you would like to share with us today?
Yes, about your experience, like things we have not might ask.
Well, an interesting thing happened. Some knowledge that I gained as going through this experience with my boys is about how wonderfully created the Creator made our bodies. We were born to live forever, and situations in our atmosphere and in the universe interrupted that. So our bodies, which was designed by the Creator, was made to heal itself. It was made to heal itself. Everything that we need to sustain our physical being is already in the earth. And it was put in us upon creation. I didn't know this, but as a result of just trying to find out what was happening with my kids, why was this happening? Well, if you are of African descent, your body, if you have sickle cell trait, you won't get malaria. Isn't that fantastic? Doesn't that just like blow your mind that the body was trying to protect itself from a deadly disease of malaria, that the red blood cells mutated in a way that the disease of malaria couldn't survive in your body. It was the way the body was protecting itself from malaria.
That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting? So, even though it was a hard, journey to have to live and experience, there was so much to learn as a result of it. And I just want people to know more about it and how to deal with it and how they can bring about comfort to those who have the disease and who suffer with the disease. And that's why I think you all are so phenomenal that you want to share this experience with people that are going to be coming to this event.
Yes.
And it just warms my heart that you want to do that. You see what I mean? So that's why I think you're the very best. You're the very best.
Thank you.
And so yeah, those are just knowing that reality of how unique the body is. That was very, very interesting to me. So yeah, that's one thing. But
Yes. Thank you so much for
you're
sharing.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank
Yeah,
you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you wanting to help get this message to others that they may not otherwise have known.
Yeah.
We still have people that are born that don't even know they have sickle cell disease. They don't even find out until they're so sick and in the hospital, and that's how they find out they have it. So these kind of opportunities are great so that people can become more aware of the disease, what the complications are, so that they can better support themselves and get the support that they need.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
you so much for watching. We hope you learned something new.